for $500,000.
Linear foot-wise?
Yeah.
I don't know if I have a linear feet on that.
Just a
We'll
ballpark.
get into it, Jim, when I introduce it in 1 minute.
Okay.
That's
So if you'd
okay.
like to just be
Unless you
patient.
want to just go ahead with the meeting. It's 7 o'clock right now. You ready down there?
Yep.
You guys ready over here?
Yes.
All right. Good evening. Welcome to the August 23rd special meeting of the Glenville Town Board. Please rise for the invocation and pledge of allegiance. And tonight for the invocation, I just ask that you take a moment of silence and offer your own intentions. Amen.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please call the roll.
Councilman Martin?
Here.
Councilman Ramichardt?
Here.
Councilman Kirkham?
Here.
Please note for the record, Councilwoman Barone is absent. Supervisor Pettsley?
Here, this is a special meeting, so you have the agenda in front of you. We do dispense with much of the regular agenda, which is all the reports and all those types of things. So we're going to get right into the 3 resolutions you see before you. The first one is accepting lowest responsible bid for the Outlaws Sidewalk project. The second is appointing George Ellard to the position of highway laborer, not D. Ellard, but Ellard. We did check that out. And then the last is approving some issue permit, allowing the clerk to issue some permits regarding the cricket events for the dates listed. So with that, I'll take a motion to bring up resolution 4.
So moved.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Moved and seconded. Sorry, let's have a discussion first. I'm all ready to go. Any questions or comments?
Just how many feet are we getting for the, I just like to track these numbers, that's why.
It's essentially from, it's from the bridge, right, to the tracks. Yeah.
Hmm.
So that's $500,000 essentially, divided by 900.
Roughly.
It's $550 a foot.
We can get these numbers for you.
I just like, because I use them in what I do a lot, so you know, I like to know where the market's at.
I think it'd be all right if we talk about this offline. I don't think it's important to the resolution.
So,
Go ahead.
so we were awarded as part of the Climate Smart Communities grant money for the sidewalk project for obviously the safety of school children walking to and from Glenville Elementary. It was awarded to Trinity Construction for $506,293.
Thank you. And just as Councilman Ramichardt mentioned, this is part of the Climate Smart package of grants we got for the school projects, not just here in Outlaws for Glencliff School, but also for what we did in Scotia and Glenville at Sacandaga Elementary School and up at Lake Hill at the middle school for Glen Hill. So this is the final piece of that large grant.
And I would like to point out that it is implementing the Outlaws plan,
Yes.
another tenet of that plan.
And it was the catalyst that seemed to get others involved and interested in finally putting a sidewalk in. So that's always nice too. It does have curbing in part of the plan, 5 feet sidewalks, and goes all the way to the railroad property. I know those were questions.
What's the general construction period?
It's going to start in mid-September and be done hopefully by November.
Wow, nice.
Any other questions or comments? Seeing none, please record the vote.
Councilman Martin?
Yes.
Councilman Ramichardt?
Yes.
Councilman Kirkham?
Yes.
Supervisor Pettsley?
Yes, resolution passes. Next, resolution 5, appointing George Ellard to the position of highway laborer. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Moved and seconded. Just to start the discussion, there's been a vacant labor position in the Glenville Highway Department, and the town of Glenville has advertised this position and resulted in several applicants for the position. The highway superintendent conducted interviews to fill the vacancy, and the highway superintendent recommends George Ellard to be appointed. I will also say that George is one of our summer help parks workers currently and I've heard nothing but very good things about his work ethic, his professionalism, and everything he's doing in the parks. I've heard that from our DPW commissioner. I've heard it from our folks in the parks who work with him, Jamie and others. I've heard it from Tom, heard it from the union president, Danny. So there's a lot of good folks out there on your side there, George. So you're doing something right, and I appreciate it. But this will allow George to become a full-time worker here in Glenville. Any questions or comments? Seeing none, please record the vote.
Councilman Martin,
Yes, and welcome.
Councilman
Affirmative.
Ramichardt.
Yes.
Councilman Kirkland,
Yes.
Supervisor Pettsley,
Yes, resolution passes. Congratulations. Last resolution, approving and authorizing the town clerk to issue permits regarding New York Capital Sports LLC for cricket events held on the dates listed there. Do I have a motion?
I'll move it.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Moved and seconded. Start the discussion. You all know we've been approving these ad hoc for the past couple of meetings. They're still working through their site plan with the planning department. The planning department continues to tell us that they are working in good faith and moving towards where they need to be, and so they're getting there. These are more precautionary that in case the site plan isn't signed in time, at least they're set for really pretty much the rest of the season with these special permits. And so this will just continue to allow them to work under the special permits program while they continue to get their site plan in line with the planning board. Any other questions or comments? Seeing none, please record the vote.
Councilman Martin.
Yes.
Councilman Ramichardt.
Yes.
Councilman Kirkland,
Yes.
Supervisor Pettsley.
Yes, resolution passes. As being a special meeting, there's no new business. So if no one has anything else, I'd entertain a motion to adjourn.
I will move that.
Second,
Second.
moved and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? We're adjourned. Thank you. Special meeting, bud.
That's
See what we do to get you